All right, we're about to break down a really chilling story. It's a classic tale of how ambition can sour into something much, much darker, and how a desperate deal with supernatural forces can end up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is the anatomy of a downfall. So, picture this. It's the middle of the night, 2:47 a.m. to be exact. We're high up on the 27th floor looking out over a city that's just glittering with lights. A man is sitting all alone in his incredibly fancy office. But even with that amazing view, you can just feel this heavy, unsettling darkness in the room.
And that man? That's Anil Malhotra. He's an absolute titan of industry, at the very top of his game. He runs VM Industries, this huge, fast-growing empire. From the outside looking in, you'd think he has it all.
To give you an idea of his personality, here's what he said at a press conference. There's no humility there, right? No thank you to a team, no mention of mentors. It's all him. Pure ego. He truly believes he's the one and only architect of his own destiny. You're going to want to remember that. But behind all that bravado, a kind of poison is spreading, and it's called professional envy. Every big success story has a rival, and for Anil, that rival is a guy named Naman Agarwal. See, Naman's company has been on this incredible hot streak, winning contracts, stealing the spotlight, and Anil just can't stand it. And this is where things really start to go south for Anil. He starts losing these huge deals, and they're all going to Naman. Then his own projects start to fail. He gets completely consumed by paranoia, totally convinced there's a spy, a leak in his company. And then, finally, his rational mind just snaps. He lands on a much darker explanation. Naman has put the evil eye on him, that ancient superstition that pure envy alone can cause someone misfortune. So he's desperate, right? Anil ends up confiding in his driver, Ganesh, who, instead of talking him down, actually confirms all his superstitious fears. Ganesh tells him about this powerful Agori Baba who lives in a cremation ground, a man who supposedly knows how to fight these kinds of curses. Now, to really get what Anil is walking into, you've got to understand what an Agori is. They're part of a Hindu sect known for some really extreme rituals. They often live in cremation grounds, and they're believed to have these profound, often pretty unsettling, supernatural powers. So we're not talking about your average spiritual advisor here. This is someone who operates on the very edge of life and death. And the Agori, he sees right through Anil. Anil comes asking for help, but the Baba just cuts straight to the truth of it. He knows this isn't about protection. It's about getting even. Right from the get-go, Anil's dark intentions are totally exposed. So, the Agori offers him a solution. It's this small doll, an effigy, made from cremation ash and mud. He takes Naman's photo, sticks it to the doll, and pierces it with 3 needles. But it comes with a terrifying test, and one single, non-negotiable condition. The magic is fueled by darkness, and it will try to scare whoever wields it. The rule? Anil must not, for any reason, feel fear. Well, at first, the pact works with, frankly, terrifying efficiency. Anil gets exactly what he asked for. His own fortunes and Naman's start to reverse in this incredibly dramatic way. I mean, just look at how quickly this all plays out. In the span of a single month, Naman's entire world is just dismantled. His big project fails out of nowhere. A contract he was supposed to get goes to Anil. His company starts hemorrhaging money, and he even gets hurt in a car accident, all while Anil's career is soaring higher than it ever has before. And Anil, he is loving it. He's absolutely triumphant. He is convinced that he has literally bent fate to his will. In his mind, he didn't just win a business competition, he conquered destiny itself, all because of one night in a cremation ground. His arrogance is off the charts. But, a deal made in the dark always comes with a price. Just as Anil is at the very peak of his cursed success, weird things start happening. And the foundation he built this victory on, it starts to crack. And this brings us right back to the most important piece of this whole puzzle. Do you remember it? That one absolute condition, this single rule he was told he had to follow no matter what? That's the one. The Agori's warning was crystal clear. The second that fear takes hold, the whole spell flips. It turns right back on its master. The weapon he pointed at his rival was about to swing right back around and hit him. And so the test begins. One night, he's in his office, and he swears he sees the doll move, just on its own. He tries to brush it off, a trick of the light, he's just tired, but that first little seed of doubt and of fear, it's been planted. Then, another night, he's working late again, and the lights in his office, they start to flicker on and off. The whole atmosphere just feels heavy. That sense of total control he loves so much, it's slipping through his fingers, fast. And then we get the final, absolutely horrifying moment. With his hands shaking, he picks up the doll. He turns it over, and his heart just stops. The photo? It isn't Naman Agarwal's anymore. Staring back at him from that cursed little doll is his own face. In that instant, the reversal is complete. The magic has found its new target. The downfall from here is swift, it's total, and it is merciless. Anil, the man who engineered someone else's ruin, is now facing his own. And the scale of his collapse is just staggering. The CEO is now a beggar on the street. That luxury penthouse office is traded for a begging bowl. The self-proclaimed master of destiny is just a broken man, completely destroyed by the very same forces he tried to use for his own gain. Then one day, a man stops in front of the begging Anil. It's Naman, and he looks down at him, not really with pity, but with this kind of profound understanding. And he delivers the story's final, powerful truth. No one else did this to you. The curse didn't come from the outside. The destructive power was your own jealousy, your own hate, your own evil eye. And that leaves us with one last, really haunting question to think about. Anil aimed all his hatred and this dark magic at Naman, but the spell only really turned back on him when he was the one who got scared. So in the end, who was the real victim of his darkness? All along,